Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, please support by subscribing and also click on the bell button for more updates. Following the demise of his mom, Elizabeth II, Charles has ascended to the British throne after extra than 70 years because the inheritor apparent. In an assertion launched quickly after the professional assertion of her passing, Charles defined the demise of his beloved mom as a second of the best unhappiness for me and all participants of my family. The days because the Queen's demise were a time throughout which Charles has each assumed his new responsibilities and mourned a high-quality non-public loss. After a lifetime with inside the public eye, he's of acquainted determined to many in Britain and across the globe. But nobody but is aware of what form of monarch King Charles III, the identify he has taken, finishing years of speculation, will turn out to be. As CNN's royal correspondent, I've suggested on Britain's new king for decades and traveled round the arena with him. One of the pleasant insights I had become after I become invited with a collection of different reporters to Dumfries House, his stately domestic close to Glasgow in Scotland, in 2018 beforehand of his 70th birthday. I spent days there and become given uncommon get admission to Charles and lots of the ones closest to him. I become handled to excursions of the property, excessive tea, dinners and a magnificent bagpiping overall performance beside a roaring open fire. This is the location that brings all of it collectively for the brand new king, all his best passions and causes, from track to uncommon breeds protection, apprenticeships for deprived teenagers and natural farming. The complete property is humming with activity, and I may want to see what a thrill it gave him to stroll round and ask questions of his staff. Every Friday night time, any place he's with inside the world, Charles is dispatched a hefty record updating him at the property's paintings, and he has it again to them first element Saturday morning with notes. His spouse Camilla will let you know he is up past due each nighttime reading, writing and responding to requests for aid and advice. Where lots of his predecessors noticed his former position of Prince of Wales as a price tag to a playboy way of life and a short income, Charles professionalized it and made it his own. He desired a legacy, however he failed to need to attend till he become king. In my experience, he is impatient and driven and receives surprisingly annoyed if certainly considered one among his initiatives isn't always operating or bearing fruit. The symptoms had been there from younger adulthood, Kenneth Dunsmuir instructed me throughout the go-to Dumfries House. Dunsmuir runs the Prince's Foundation, an academic charity installation through Charles to assist train conventional arts and skills. His worries approximately social troubles with inside the network and ecological troubles had been all there, and all it really is passed off is that he were given increasingly worried and has had the time to do that. Dumfries House is Charles's stately domestic close to Glasgow in Scotland. Dunsmuir's remark factors to the opposite motive. Charles performed a lot throughout his tenure. He became the longest-serving Prince of Wales ever because of the durability of his mom's reign. Dunsmuir thinks of Dumfries House, he said, as an extremely good bodily legacy to that paintings, in order to usually be right here and usually remain. Charles has regularly struggled to incorporate his ardor for his paintings, expressing his hopes and fears throughout speeches over time, and regularly sounding extra like a campaigner than a constitutional monarch in waiting. That brought on accusations that he become threatening the independence and impartiality of the monarchy. Take weather change, on which he has been talking out on the grounds that 1968. It's on the grounds that turn out to be a mainstream problem and, for some, a political one. Charles became an outstanding backer of the 2015 Paris Climate Accord and mentioned the situation with Donald Trump over tea in December 2019 because the then president organized to drag the US out of the pact. Britain's King Charles III, Charles, the Prince of Wales, poses for an professional portrait in November 2008. He have become king after the demise of his mom, Queen Elizabeth II. Thank for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the icon bottom for notifications.